There's a new focus right now in Charlotte on e-scooter safety. A new report shows nationwide injuries on the shareable rides soared from 2021 to 2022. Over a 5-year span, those injuries resulted in more than 300,000 trips to the ER. Meanwhile, here in the Queen City, we've seen discussions from city leaders for years regarding riders' safety. WCNC Charlotte's Austin Walker explains that as new data comes to the surface, one councilman says this might be something to look into.
In Kristin Moening's attempt to make her travel from point A to point B a bit easier,
funny thing is that I'm not good on land.
She turned towards an e-scooter, a good idea she thought at the time.
Absolutely.
But turned out not as expected.
So I was trying to cross the street, and then there was a car that was making a right turn, but he wasn't paying attention that I was actually crossing the street.
Swerving into traffic and overcorrecting.
And I went right over the handlebars, and I landed on my shoulder, elbow, and then wrist.
She looks back on it laughing, even wearing the shoulder-padded shirt that saved her from getting seriously hurt.
This is the actual shirt.
But knows it could have been much worse.
I could have literally probably smashed my face into anything.
A new report from the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission shows from 2021 to 2022, there was a 21% increase in injuries associated with these kinds of scooters.
So we decided to proceed, but the concerns were about safety.
Something considered by Charlotte City Council when these scooters launched in Charlotte. Councilman Ed Driggs was a part of that conversation.
We decided on balance because this is a popular mode of transportation. It's part of a modern mobility landscape, if you will. It gets people out of their cars.
After they had been on the streets for more than a year, council voting to cap the speed on scooters to 15 miles per hour and working to improve bike lanes for these riders. But sometimes unexpected events happen.
Now, there was a tragic accident in May.
A 16-year-old riding in Uptown hit and killed by a car.
That's why I think the data that you just pointed out to me is important, because that would indicate a larger scale problem about safety with scooters, and that might be something that we need to think about.
I could have legitimately probably got ran over or hit by the car.
Today, Moening is left with the memory of that day and a green sweater to prove it.
It took me a while to get back on the thing.
Warning others.
Luckily, mine was just a tuck and roll type of deal.
If you choose to use an electric scooter, getting from point A to point B, stay vigilant. Austin Walker, WCNC Charlotte.